Right. Let's see. Yeah, everything should be in order. So gotta love the Discord. Gave me a notification that I posted. Why would you notify me about a post that I was the one who posted? Fucking weird. But yes, this may be the actual finale of God of War. It almost seems like it, you know. We have been building up to this moment. It seems that Ragnarök is inevitable. Of course, if you didn't see the first stream, Tazza, I got the I didn't get the collector's edition of God of War. Not the biggest one, with the vinyl though, because that one didn't have as many things as the other collectors did, which was also cheaper, which is kind of confusing, but I took the other one. So yes, and of course, you know, I can't be a Viking without a fucking Mjolnir replica, right? I mean, sure, it's not like, you know, the most authentic version, but I mean, it's kind of cool, you know, kind of cool. PlayStation 1 with controller and stuff are cool. Yeah, I even have an actual replacement PlayStation 5 controller in the other room, actually, with God of War on it. But that one is, again, more for reserve purposes, in case I need it. Also, in the case, actually, let me just add it up a little bit, seeing how the foam are away. What better way to celebrate the potential finale of the finale? Why not use it for the final? I like controllers for this console is very expensive, you know, so you gotta keep that in mind. So it's a reservable. But yes, in order to celebrate this properly, and because I am a little bit of a Viking, what better way than to, you know, get some of that good old mead in your body, even though it's not really meat, it's beer, frankly, because meat is not that popular any day around nowadays. Although there is still people making meat, so I mean, I'm glad there's some that still enjoy it. I frankly don't think it's that bad, personally, so I wouldn't mind it, but I don't have any, so beer will do. But of course, drink responsibly. It's not even hard alcohol or anything. It's just some light beer stuff. But again, just to properly like settle down the fact that this could be potentially the final stream. We are here in Midgard. I have been doing a lot of stuff off screen. Been doing a lot of Muspelheim stuff. I have fully upgraded, I believe, generally speaking, the entire weapon roster that I have. So all my weapons are fully upgraded. I have done a lot of side quests, a lot of labors, and I pretty much just went up to the point where the game deliberately tells me I need to progress through the actual story before I can continue doing the very last things, basically. Because I really wanted to finish the like Berserker side stuff and all that, but I can't, because there's a part where I need to go apparently to Niflheim. But I can't do that until I've actually finished the main campaign, I think. So yeah. And no, I didn't fully level up because I'm afraid that the story is gonna be ridiculously hard or anything. I just wanted to level up so I'm ready for the side stuff. That comes around. That's basically what I've been preparing for. But yeah, I've been spending a lot of resources and doing a lot of just trophy hunting overall, because I'll be honest, I feel like this will be one of the games that I feel like this will be one of the games that I actually go platinum in, compared to the other one, which I may actually revisit at one point. I kind of did that
ready when you are.
A while back, but I didn't do all the...
Well, the armies were probably gathered in their home realms.
Because the Valkyries were so...
when we built Gjallarhorn. Yes, I was kind of hoping to see some of them here.
When all the realm towers open at once, we'll see plenty, lad. Odin will believe what's coming for him.
No. Odin had lifetimes to prepare for this. Whatever Groa's deception, he heard the truth as Tyr. Do not underestimate him.
Rousing speech, brother. Very inspirational.
Ooh. That's the Valkyries, it seems. Yep, hi, Freya.
Wow, the Valkyries look different.
Welcome back. Hildesfini informed me of your success. We've been planning accordingly.
Well, what would Ragnarok be without Ragnarok?
Who else agreed to join us? I see the Valkyries.
Better than that, they are reborn. Corporeal and uncorrupted, thanks to no small amount of Vanir magic. They're shield maidens now.
Nice.
Oh, that's good.
And your brother.
He came through. The elves called a truce to unite against Asgard. That gives us an advantage by air, and with Hell's army for a vanguard.
What about Sindri? Will the dwarves fight?
We haven't heard from him. But there's time yet. And I think we have what we need to clear a path for the Ragnarok beast.
Well, when you say it like that, why
Yeah,
worry
you're,
at all?
you're secret. You're secret.
Secret.
Yeah.
It's good to see you so alive.
Oh, yes. I wasn't myself when last we met.
About
I'm
that.
glad you're safe. My queen, the Shield Maidens will be divided among the forces breaching from Alfheim, Helheim, and here in Midgard. We stand ready. Kratos, Atreus, Mimir, please excuse me.
Oh. Good night then.
Freya, have you determined our path out of Asgard?
If the towers are the way in, we count on them being the way out.
And if they are not?
Then we all know what we signed up for. Our plan is only missing one thing. A leader.
That honor is yours. You have a righteous claim, and the respect of your troops. And you have faced this enemy before.
I held his invading army to a stalemate. This is our invasion, a siege on his terrain. I want our most experienced wartime general in the field. I don't care about the honors, I don't care about the prophecies and champions. I just need us to win.
Freya,
I know what I'm asking. Just sleep on it.
All right.
Here we are. Kratos, your tent is to the right, and Atreus, yours is to the left.
Mine?
A young warrior needs his own space, don't you think?
I do. Wow. Thanks.
Sleep on what we spoke of. Let me know in the morning what you decide.
Interesting. Realms at war. May I? Okay, there we go. I want to go into the tent.
Excuse me,
Sigrun?
may I have a moment with Mimir?
Oh, well, after you.
I don't know what tomorrow brings, but if tonight is our last night, I'd like to spend it feeling something besides hate. Will you tell me one last silly story?
There's nothing I'd like more. Except perhaps a dance. Though I may have lost a step. Due respect, love.
So
I don't
weird.
tell
It's
silly
just like
stories.
it's so weird and silly, but at the same time, it's like it's,
argue with
it's
you.
awesome. You know? Yeah. If this is the last we'll ever see of them, then make the best of it. Oof, that axe. Beautiful. Very beautiful. And that's Gallo. Hi there, Trace.
Can I sleep here tonight?
Aw.
forget your mind.
I can't.
Then I will tell you a story.
You learned from a mirror.
If I fall asleep, promise you'll finish it tomorrow?
Of course. Now, close your eyes.
Good man Kratos.
There was an old man who chopped wood for his village. Every evening he bore the logs on his back and delivered them to his people. But the logs were heavy, and he grew weaker as time went. And one day, he threw down the logs as he could no longer bear their weight. And he called for death to come to him. And when death arrived,
Nah. God, I love that. He's come so far. Our boy. Our man. Like just this most subtlest like movement with the animation and the mode capture. It really just no words. You just need no words. It's beautiful.
He's the only one who ever got my highbrow sense of humor. Damn fine woman she was. Apart from the taste in men, of course.
She was a special woman. She wanted to protect people.
She was here. She saw every step we took before we took it. Like she was always with us. Watching over us. Leading us home.
Hey, Faye.
Does my request upset you? F is a natural part of life, my love. I wish only to be prepared for when my time comes. We mortals must do such things. I am glad to have you prepare with me.
Here we go.
You are quiet.
I have nothing to say.
Well, say something. I enjoy hearing your voice.
The funeral pyre. I would have chosen different.
Oh?
That's weird. Oh, but I guess it's because we're painting on her hand.
my land. We entomb our loved ones.
You would have me trapped in the ground for eternity.
I would have you close to me.
How touching. My rotting corpse would bring you such comfort. You once tried to take charge of your ending, did you know?
That was different.
Circumstance, yes. But not on purpose.
My last tree, maybe?
You prepare for a distant future. There is much time ahead of us.
I wish to better a future that will exist without me, whenever that day comes. For you and for our son. We will always walk together, Kratos. You will always be a part of me. I will always be a part of you.
And when you are gone, that part of me dies as well. I feel your absence.
Culmination of love is grief. And yet we love, despite the inevitable. We open our hearts to it. When the pyre is spent, and you have gathered my ashes, spread them from the highest peak in all the realms. You will do this for me.
And we did.
To grieve deeply is to have loved fully. Open your heart to the world as you have opened it to me, and you will find every reason to keep living in it.
Oh, he's still sleeping.
What's going on?
It is time.
Oh boy.
I'll meet you outside, Father. Sir.
That face
We
is so
hope to fly into
crazy.
battle with you one more time, my queen.
Me too. But not as your queen. As sisters. Are you ready?
Yes. I will be your general.
It will be an honor to fight alongside you, General.
Aye, brother. I'll be right by your side. So, what are your orders?
To the temple.
And to give Odin hell. Oh, Salgiallo. Oh, it's time. Oh yeah, Lunda took
Hey,
over.
General Kratos! I got something you're gonna want before you go to war.
Oh, my
Hey there, I made some armor for storming Asgard and whatnot. I thought you could make use of it.
Indeed.
Fatebreaker Guard? What? It's free. Wait, what is this? After returning from raid, get a brief buff to strength, defense, runic, and stagger resistance? Ooh. Oh, now I really wish I had more fucking smoldering embers, though. Jeez Louise, that sounds pretty awesome, not gonna lie. I mean, that doesn't look that bad either. Okay, so you need tempered remnants. What about Unum? I can actually make this entire... Okay, for Lunda...
Better get that armor nice and bloody.
Hi Ace. For Lunda, I feel like we should.
Woo,
I've been
woo,
using Darktail,
good.
which is a pre-order
Good fit.
armor, and it's pretty nice, not gonna lie.
Better get
But
that armor nice and bloody.
again, Lunda made this, so I say for her
Thank you,
sake.
Lunda.
Hey, ya big softy, you thank me after, if we all come
Oh,
through
and it
together.
also increases our
I will.
damage gain as well.
Woo woo! Lucky good!
That sounds pretty nice. Right.
Now go show it off.
I also like that it is free when you initially craft it. That's very nice.
Better get that armor nice and bloody.
Oh, but I don't have enough hack silver. Ah. Dang, wait, hold on. Can I sell anything, maybe? I would like to sell some stuff. Because I did buy a lot of the things yesterday. Just to have them. Yeah, I can sell these.
Oh, I can use this.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't usually buy stuff from customers, but I'll make an exception for you. I'll
We're
probably
essentially
melt
just
that
trading.
down. Sure. I'll take it.
Yeah, because I was trophy hunting yesterday.
You was bringing me the best stuff.
And one of them basically demands you to, where is it? There. 25 and then 35. Damn, I gotta be here for a little second. But like, one of the trophies is basically you have to collect all the stuff for your weapons and
Oh, I
shield.
can use this.
And because I hadn't crafted everything yet, I just
I don't
spent my
usually
time
buy
just
stuff
crafting.
from customers, but I'll make an exception for you. I'll probably melt that down. Sure.
I will not be selling armor. Or
I'll
at least
take
try
it.
to. Okay, so we need up to way more than that.
You was bringing me the best stuff. Gimme.
Jesus. It's very costly, but again, for the sake of
Oh,
her,
I can use this.
I do wanna see, is it just armor now? Okay, so in the case we don't have enough, I will be selling armor.
Woo woo! Lucky good.
Yeah, alright. So just 10,000 more. I think, yeah, I'll sell Berserker Caress, I think. Because, like, I just have that as the entire, like, the only set from the Berserkers as themselves. Which is not, like, a bad thing, but...
I don't usually buy stuff
Again,
from customers,
for her
I'll
sake,
make an exception for you.
I'll do it. There we go.
A good fit.
Yes. Alright then. Now, weapon-wise, there shouldn't be anything new. Yeah, the shields are upgradable. Oh, something here? Hinder the... Wait, what is this? As a consecutive plan to the... Ooh, okay. Nothing new here, it seems. Nothing here either. Yeah, come on. Alright.
Good luck out there, General.
Thank you.
I believe in you.
Well, now we're at least set up. Thank you for the armor again.
General.
Sir?
General?
General?
Sir.
Hey, bud. General.
Yeah, here we are, Tyr's Temple. God, remembering this place from the last game. And now to think that we've never ever used it. So weird. But here we go. Time to set off
I
the
came
end.
to these lands to escape my past, to start a new life. I can hide no longer. I do not want this war. We have suffered enough. Prophecy did not lead us here, nor will it win this battle. Wars are won by those that are willing to sacrifice everything. If that is the cost of vengeance, so be it.
Odin has taken so much from us already. The realms have suffered enough. No matter the cost. This ends today.
If going out in a blaze of glory means that Odin burns too, that's where I'll be. A big, fat smile on my face.
For Brock.
Ready yourselves. The Muspelheim Tower is falling.
If Odin goes after Niflheim next,
They're trying to shut out Ragnarök.
gotta stop those war machines.
That's 4.
Not an ideal start.
Ingrid, we don't have time.
I know. Just wait.
Ingrid!
Ingrid!
Well, we got work to do.
You three, follow. Tress. Rhea, with me. Watch our flanks. To the war machines.
Here we go.
This way!
Push forward. Keep moving.
Deep Black Tower's not looking so good.
No time for you.
There's still time. We have to. No!
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Angrboda! I knew you'd show up!
Hey! Fenrir!
Incoming!
What's our next plan, brother?
We have no other plan. Our focus remains on the war machines.
We should head to the wall behind the Asgard Tower. Without Ragnarök, it's our only chance to break through the wall.
Reach the floor! You said only Saturn knew how to use it!
Let's say I was wrong. Behind you! Watch out! It's going to grab you!
Oh, hello.
Let's take brother! 1400!
The war machines. We use them to breach the flaw. Strike the city with our allies.
Sounds desperate.
Good. Desperation is our advantage.
Would have preferred a realm-destroying fire giant, but I suppose desperation is better than nothing.
Nice one.
Was that?
It was. Odin's new Valkyrie queen is young.
I would think so.
Then we must hurry.
Right side, brother!
Up here.
Jormungandr!
A welcome sight, but he didn't follow us from Midgard. Curious. You'll keep Thor busy at least.
Hell yeah. They are fighting.
Another man! No!
like the Giants made it after all.
Snake looks different.
He is different. But when I was away, never mind, later.
The Einherjar's link to Valhalla. My sisters and I must sever it.
Go.
Still no sign of the dwarves.
Sindri won't let us down. We have to trust him.
They're coming.
Rally all you can. We will make for this funnel hunt tower.
So what's the plan? How are we gonna breach the wall without Ragnarök?
The war machine.
Oh, so we're pretty desperate, huh? Behind you! Incoming! Dragon, incoming! Damn it! Ragnarök is supposed to be here! Why isn't he here?
Hey! Fucker. There you go, Fenrir.
Everybody! No! That Valkyrie followed them through the realm chain!
Your friend.
She'll be fine! We got more important things to worry about!
We do.
Even if we can breach the wall!
Perhaps it is better this way.
Better for who?
Okay, gotta hurry.
The dwarves are here! Way to go, Sindri! It's just Sindri!
Oh, damn it.
I know, I'm late.
Where is your army?
No more dwarves are dying for this.
Sin!
Save it! Odin forced them to build those war machines. And I'm here to tear them down.
Before you break them, we must turn them on the floor.
Fine. Leave it to the dwarves to clean up after the giants.
Okay. There it is.
What bloody time he showed up?
You don't get to use us anymore.
Nicely done, Sindri.
More or less what you wanted.
God, he...
I didn't want this. No. Close your heart to it. Close your heart.
Who are they?
Midgardians. Odin took them in. They shouldn't be here. They're not soldiers.
Odin put them in our path to die.
Yep,
It's
just
war.
so he can survive.
Wars are won by those who are willing to sacrifice everything. What are you doing?
Son, listen closely. You feel their pain because that is who you are. And you must never sacrifice that. Never. Not for anyone. I was wrong, Atreus. I was wrong. Open your heart. their suffering. That is your mother's wish. And mine as well. Today's. Today, we will be better.
But what can we do?
See the size of that thing? I think we're gonna win.
I mean, if they don't kill us first.
Why have you stopped? Ragnarok is here. We finally have Odin right where we...
We will stop Odin. But we did not come to sacrifice the innocent. We will breach the wall at Reaper's Flaw.
With what army?
Atreus and I will be enough.
That's suicide.
It may be. But we will die seeking justice, not vengeance. Can that weapon break open the flaw?
Only one way to find out.
You three. Get those people to safety wherever you can find it.
We will see it done. Fred and I will do what we can to slow Ragnarok.
He was not mindless before. See if he will listen to reason. Odin will not get away.
If he does, so help me.
I know.
Valky!
No! No! Protect him! I will help those that are trapped. And meet you at the wall. Go! Go, Atreus!
Oh, so now we're switching to him? Alright then.
Sentry, be careful and stay behind me!
You be careful. I'm here to fight.
Out of a three! Look, can I just say?
No, you can't. Shut up and fight.
Can't let it control me.
No, I just want... I don't care what you want. This changes nothing.
God damn it, Sindri.
You really had me believing you that we didn't have to be enemies.
Dude, you're okay.
My mom was right about you all along. You're a killer just like your father, and you're here to kill us all.
No, just Odin. Sindri, go! She's a friend.
Friends don't bring the end of the world to each other's doorstep, Loki!
You're right. You're right. I made some bad decisions.
You do that a lot. I'm not sure that's a defense.
It's not a defense. I just want to make it right. Is Fjolder okay? Have you seen him?
Why wouldn't he be? What are you talking about?
Odin is willing to sacrifice the Midgardians. He put them along the wall to try and deter us, knowing they can't fight. Their deaths are just meant to slow us down.
Why would he do that? And how am I supposed to believe you?
Because he's right.
For one Sif.
It's who Odin is. It's who he's always been.
Mom, why are you here? What?
Yep.
He'll sacrifice anyone at a problem in front of him. The Midgardians. Your friend. Our family, any of us. I'd hoped that your father would stand up to him, but now it has to be you.
Mom, what are you saying?
Thrud. I never doubted that you would make the finest Valkyrie these realms have ever seen. But not for him. Do you understand?
But our family.
Without Odin, we can be one again. A real one. What he's doing is wrong.
He said if we held our ground, we'd be safe.
Yeah, he's a
He
lying
said we
piece of
owed
shit.
him. You don't owe him your death. No shit.
Dad will never let them get their grandfather.
Then go with him. He'll listen to you. Are you ready to go find the rest of your people?
Yeah.
I love you, Mom.
I love you too.
Finally.
Let's do it. Yeah, I can imagine, Aaron. I can imagine.
Yeah.
Well done, son. Well done.
Let's get in there. Let's take down Odin.
Who's the girl?
Hi! Through Thorstoter!
Your daughter!
He's my friend.
Look out!
Rude! You fight well.
My dad taught me!
That much is clear.
Yeah, well, hey, sorry, he's not...
I know.
Watch out!
Careful, brother. You're covered in Viking.
creature is not whole. What remains is incomplete and cannot fulfill its purpose.
Wait! Where'd Sentry go?
He has done his part. The rest is on us.
The Great Lodge. It's where we gotta go.
Is it for time?
Yeah. You didn't want to listen? That may not be our biggest problem right now.
Get back to your sister. You must hold back Ragnarok. This fight is mine.
But if I could just...
The slam
Take
that
the
sent him
strings of the
back in
master.
time.
Do not look back. My son trusts you, so I trust you.
Away from her!
Here we go.
I am done with you and your son!
Let's go for. Think you're tough.
No more fucking games! And this time, I'm allowed to kill you.
We do not need to do this!
We do! It's what we are! I hate it! Can you?
Stop! The lad seems to think you've changed! Prove it and stop this!
Fucking over! Come here! Wait! Time! And it won't be enough!
You're what the old father made you! You can choose to...
You all!
Think for yourself for once! You're barely falling down!
Enough!
daughter. My son calls her friend.
If you try to hurt her...
I would not.
Don't you know what I've done? Yes!
But what will you do now?
We don't change. Destroy us!
No more. No more. For the sake of our children, we must be better.
Why isn't he dead? Are you talking? Who told you to do that? You don't talk. You don't think. I think. You kill. It's a simple fucking concept.
Sif was right about you. I just didn't want to see it.
What is this? Are you broken? I am your father. Take the hammer and kill who I tell you to kill.
No.
Of course.
I didn't want this. I did not want this. Dude, this was all their fault. They've done this to us, to our family.
He's just shooting the older one there.
Looks like I gotta do everything around here. You're up, son! You granddaughter! What? Ruth's gonna be fine. I saved her. That one's on you. You turned him against me. You turned them all against me. You come to my land, turn my family against me.
You started this fight!
No! This all started long before you showed up. You are a nobody. A plague god killer. This is what you want, right?
Come here.
this everything you hoped for? Was your plan really all that much better than mine? I hope you got exactly what you want.
There you go.
Not quite yet. Think you're the only one who can craft a binding spell? I spent many long winters thinking about what I would say to you as I watched you take your last breath. But now, I realize there's only one thing I need you to know. You have no hold on me anymore!
That's right, Frick. I forgot how good you look with wings. Oh, husband. You always sought knowledge well. Now, I'm going to teach you what it's like to lose everything. Bow to your queen! I always loved you, you know. You've never loved anyone!
Mask is cool.
Father?
Oh boy.
Freya?
The rift.
You did it, Loki. No. No more fighting. No. None of that matters now. This is your moment, Loki. Groa tried to hide you from me, but this is your destiny. Champion of the Jotnar. Only he can put on the mask. Only he can gaze into the truth of creation. Unfold the secrets of life and death. No more doubt, no more confusion. You were born for this. Put on the mask, Loki. Ask it the question.
This is your choice, son. I trust you.
Oh.
Why did you do that? What was it all for? You choose to be nothing!
The chaos castle.
You've waited a long time for this, haven't you, Frank? So have I!
Too late for that!
Three against one, and don't forget me, old fucker! What did you call me? That one's for wrong! What's your last? You don't get it! No! everything I worked for, everything I killed for. I just wanted answers.
Your shield, brother. Use it, yeah?
If you just played your part, none of this would have happened. What was it all for? Answer me, Loki! What's it all for?
Stay down, Odin.
This was our chance, Loki. I could have had my answers. I could have learned the truth. You took that away from me. I could have made things better. We could have made the 9 realms better.
This was never about the realms, or me. It was about you.
You destroyed everything. My home, my family, my kingdom.
You did those things. Your choices. You killed your own son.
It wasn't my choice. I had no choice.
There's always a choice. You have to stop. You can choose to be better.
No, I can't. I have to know what happens next. I will never stop.
Why'd you have to say that? Sofna. Apfra. Desu.
There we go.
Sofna. Hithan. Sofna. 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 What do we do with him?
I swore I would never rob from you the choice between life and death.
I have waited so long for this moment. And now that I'm here, I don't need this to make me whole.
We stopped his madness. That's all that matters.
Sindri.
That's what comes next.
It's Ragnarok. He's here.
Time to go. Go where exactly?
You did that sick?
Yes.
Let's try it stuff. Okay, follow me, quickly.
What? You have to go.
Freya! It's time.
Follow it, and you'll end up right where you're supposed to be.
Huh?
There he is. Wake up, Atreus. Wake up. Glad you've come back to us.
Hi.
Are you in Valhalla?
Where's my father?
Somewhere here in the Holt. He'll be glad to see you.
Thanks, Hare.
Hi, Sigrun. What do we solve? Fine, father.
Mom, stop it. I'm fine.
Ash. Thrud.
Loki!
I'm so glad you're both alive. You have no idea, and I'm sorry. Thor. He tried, you know? I'm sorry I couldn't do more. Nothing will fix what you're feeling. But I hope there's some comfort in knowing Odin's gone.
There absolutely is.
Loki, it was an honor to fight alongside a giant. Know that.
Will you stay here in Midgard?
For a bit? Then I've got something I need to find.
I'm working with Hildisvini to get the rest of the Asgardians to Vanaheim to help rebuild.
Then I hope it can be a fresh start for them. And you. Oh, and Thrud. I hope you find what you're looking for. Good luck.
See ya, Loki.
Take care.
See ya.
Huh. Lugan made it out. Good for him.
Yeah, he's no
Oh,
longer...
and if you can get this wood over to Brana's tent...
Gilder?
Loki! Hey! Glad to see the head injury didn't make you forget me. Did you have a head injury? Everything was a blur. Maybe that was someone else. Anyway, man, I'm really glad to see you.
I'm glad to see you too. Looks like you're keeping busy.
I'm just happy to help folks. We're on track to have bedrolls for everyone, and your friend's wolves have been helping out with hunting. We should have plenty to feed everyone.
No shit.
No shit? And hey, thank you for everything. We wouldn't even be here without you and your friends.
Yeah, of course. I just wish we could have gotten more people out.
Loki, you did good.
Thanks, Skilder. Take care, okay?
Hey, you know me.
Yeah, alright, now
Has anyone seen any extra blankets lying around? That snow might be melting, but it's still gonna be pretty cold in here.
Oh, hello there.
Oh, there he is. And one for the kid, too. Skull!
Here, here.
Cool.
Skull. We wouldn't be here if it weren't for you. And Freyr's sacrifice.
It's true.
Well, we were just swapping our own Freyr fables.
Right. So where was I? Oh. When we met, I was expecting this warrior, this master planner, a born leader. The legend came before the man. But the man himself was very different. He won me over, though. He was just so damn kind.
I think it helped that he was handsome.
This is true. And incredibly charming.
All right, stop. Y'all are going to start crying all over again.
Sorry. Gotta go find my father.
Yeah, exactly.
Be safe, you.
I gotta go find Dad, you know?
I'm pleased to see you awake.
Freya,
It was his choice. I couldn't take that from him.
You saved us all. I'll never forget that.
The family I thought I had was taken from me piece by piece. But there's comfort in the family I've chosen. Your mother was right, you know. You grew into that bow after all. You are a formidable warrior, but even more than that, you have a good heart. Nothing you've endured has changed that. I'm so proud of the man you've become, Atreus.
Thank you. For everything. I should find my father.
You should.
Thank you.
Atreus! Oh, you gave us quite a scare there.
Glad to see you too, Mimir. Listen. I want to thank you.
Oh, what else did you expect from the smartest man alive?
It's not just because you're smart. You listened to me. Mentored me. And, well, you're basically another dad to me.
What?
No. I need you to hear it. I appreciate you so much.
I love you too, little brother.
See you, Mimir.
It's good to see you about, Atreus.
You too, Hildisvini.
That's a short conversation, but then again, we kind of just met as when you were born in the last game, so.
And it's nice down here, huh?
Ragnar.
No loud noises. We're okay. You did so good today, boy. I'm so proud of you.
Fenrir.
Maybe later we can find some treats.
Okay. My turn.
Who's that, huh? Yeah, we know.
Maybe one of these days I'll surprise you.
Huh? You already have.
Good fit.
You were in good hands. Thank you for saving us.
I decided it would be better if I wrote the ending myself. You haven't told your father yet, have you?
Told him about what?
Come on. Giant visions? I already saw it. I get it.
Every part of me is telling me this is what I have to do. I just don't know how to say it.
Come with me. I've got something I want to show you. Both of you.
There it is.
I do not wish to intrude.
This is for you too.
Atreus, I am glad you are well.
I'm glad you are too. So, what was the end of the story?
What?
Before Ragnarok, you promised to finish it if I fell asleep.
When death arrived, he asked why the old man had called for him. Seeing death before him caused the old man to reconsider his request. After a moment, he asked that death help him lift the logs onto his back, so that he may continue on his journey.
He wasn't ready to die.
He wished to keep living.
There's a lot of smoke out there.
Seems when Asgard fell, pieces of it landed all over the realms. There might still be some Einherjar near them,
but
Yep, remnants of
that's not what I
Asgard.
brought you here to see.
I didn't know about that. A new shrine, maybe? Or an old one.
Mother? My shrine in Jotunheim. She destroyed it. She didn't want us to know our fate.
We forged our own path because of her.
She went against her own people. Our people. To protect you. It don't all open. I'm sorry.
Father, I need to talk to you about something. There are other giants out there, and I've got to find them. I think I know where to look, but they're my responsibility. I need to do this alone. I don't want to do it alone, but I need to. It's hard to explain.
Does it frighten you?
Yeah.
That is why you must do it.
Like you taught me. Yeah.
We survived today because of your choices. Who to trust, who to call friend. Son, you are ready.
Remember our promise.
Loki, you will go. Atreus. Atreus remains.
seeing there, brother?
Well, one I had never imagined.
And what now?
There is much to do. Much to rebuild. Would you join me?
Aye.
We'll see to it. Together.
Freya, we should probably talk about Gná.
We don't need to talk about her. We just need to find her.
But Odin chose her as his new Valkyrie queen. A Vanir goddess. Your friend.
Gná pledged loyalty to Asgard long ago, and our friendship ended soon after.
What happened?
I made a choice. One she couldn't accept. Kratos. She hates me. She will be a problem for us. Better we find her than she finds
for
us.
the big boy himself. Score!
Skål! Now, I would assume that this is like the other game. You get some secret little shenanigan if you go somewhere. Last game, you got a teaser for Ragnarök if you went home straight away. With this one, I feel like I've already been spoiled something, although I don't know how to get to it, but I was kind of spoiled about something that...
We can hold a few dozen per camp. Families will stay together, obviously.
Take care, Kratos.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I think...
We'll bring all the supplies we can.
I was spoiled about something, but I don't know how
Don't
to
worry about it.
achieve it, nor
Anyone
how
who's
to
able can head out for extra supplies. Aesir and Vanir.
Together.
General,
Right, so that's-
Lady Freya.
Yep.
Mimir.
My lady.
Yep. Oh, the ending is not gonna continue? Damn it, now I feel really bad. I thought it was just like, they actually
We
put
can
like
take care of any lingering business in the realms.
Or investigate those pieces of Asgard.
Either way, we're with you, brother.
Damn it! I thought it was gonna be like way more, like they actually
Lunda
put, like,
also mentioned there's going to be a get-together to honor Brock's memory at Rab's Tavern in Svartalfheim. I'd like to go.
You know what? There we go. You said it, Amir. You said it. That's where we're going. As our last bit of thing. If that's something we can access immediately, of course. I mean, I thought it was gonna be like a guidance thing of like, you know, go there to somewhere. But again, I feel like I've been spoiled about something. Unfortunately, I do.
Freya, something is on your mind. What is it?
Freyr's sword. I'm glad he got it back.
Odin stole it.
Not quite. It couldn't be stolen. It had to be given freely. Freyr had it forged in his younger days, imbued with its own motives and passion. For centuries, he swore he would only ever set it down in death or upon meeting the love of his life. Both he and the sword were romantics, you see.
Appreciate it.
But yeah, I'm not gonna talk about the thing that I've been spoiled with, but there is something in the game which I have no clue how to access or where to go. Oh, you can't even select Asgard at all, yeah. But like, there is a thing that sounds really exciting for me, I'll say that much, that I really would like to do. But again, saying how I don't know how to initiate it, feel like I'm not gonna do it. Also, wait, hold on. Is there a goal? Beyond Ragnarök, do a lot of shit. Last round of Asgard final challenges, fits for king. Okay, so alright, fine. I'll have this be spoiled for me because you seem to know everything about this game. But can I just go to Svartalfheim right now and get to attend the funeral? Is that something I can do just now? Because if I can, I really want that to be how we end things. Because I would really want to, but it doesn't seem like there was anything from what I could see here. So if it doesn't appear on the map, I would like to know where I need to go, because I would really like to attend it. I guess he's gone. Well, I guess we can travel to Nidavellir and see. I do want to do that though. I do really want to attend the rocks. Where the hell would that even be, though? Wait! Would it actually even be here, or would it be somewhere else? That's the question. Well, would it be in Jotunheim? Helheim has nothing, which also has 100% by the way, so that one's completely clear. Nothing in the house. Maybe there's a secret by going back there, maybe. Yeah, last remnant of Asgard, last remnant of Asgard. It's a lot of remnants. Alfheim, the canyons. Remnants. That's it. Okay, nope, nothing here. Why the fuck would it even be Muspelheim? Well, at least that is now a thing, so that's good. Midgard. There's nothing more than the glowing thing here. Nope. So we can't go there. There's nothing here. Nothing there. Alright, I'm just gonna quickly look this up just to see if there's anything I need to initiate, because I would like that to be the conclusion. So give me a little sec here. Oh. Let's see. God damn it, how precise do I need to be? No, I didn't even click that. Yes, this is what I want. How do I get it? I don't care. I know what the game is. Just give me the answer. Oh my god, fucking... I don't care about the cookies. Okay, cool. So, what we actually need to do first... Alright, let's do it. We need to actually apparently go to Freyr's camp, which is in Alfheim, isn't it? Nope, that's Vanaheim. That's too high up, which means here.
To Vanaheim, then.
Sounded like Lady Sif managed to convince the old boar to shelter the Aesir refugees.
It was his idea.
Oh?
To foster peace among the Vanir and Aesir.
That's brilliant. Shifty bastard must be trying to prove he can out-diplomat me.
At least he's not convincing her to marry someone, like some other diplomats would.
A deservedly low blow, Your Majesty.
Anytime.
Right, so Freyr's camp. Whoa, that's very pretty.
Mimir, there's something I wanted to ask you about. Hildisvini told me about your visit to secure Hel's army, but was reluctant to elaborate when it came to negotiating with Krasfelder.
Enough talk for now. Be ready.
Nope, Kratos, we're not gonna fight. We're just gonna go to the camp. We need to do this so we can have a proper ending. Well, I mean, the ending was good and all, don't get me wrong, but yeah, here we go.
Regarding security.
Hi.
What is wrong?
No, nothing. It's just, don't know if you've heard, but we're gonna say goodbye to Brock in Svartalfheim.
Yes.
A funeral.
Yeah. We're meeting at Rap's Tavern in Nethervalir.
Perhaps we table that.
We will be there.
There we go. A Viking feud. Which immediately retracted. Now this is the thing that I wasn't spoiled about. Well, to some degree, how else could I have known this? But they also kind of talked about it, so it was kind of obvious. But no, there's another thing that I've been spoiled with, which I don't know how to trigger. Maybe we can do that one as well, depending on how much you need to do. This one seems pretty simple and straightforward. This one just seems to just go, talk to some people.
Freya, you spoke of your brother's sword. How did Odin acquire it?
I'll answer this one. Odin disguised himself as the most beautiful person Freyr had ever seen.
This separated Freya from his sword.
Oh, with embarrassing speed.
I am glad Freya ultimately retrieved it.
Me too. My little fool.
There. Oh, excuse me. Right. You actually want to know what I was spoiled with? I mean, if you really want to know, I guess I can tell you. I just don't want to really tell for the sake of just, you know, in case someone were to watch this that hasn't played the game themselves and doesn't want to have it be spoiled, then, you know. But if you still insist after that, then fine, I'll tell you, I'll tell you. Okay, well, I don't know if there is a nice spell in the end. This is deleted. I don't know if it is an ending, right? But apparently there is a way to find the real tear, actually.
Profane
I don't know
alternate
how,
lyrics to
but
my back.
apparently there is.
Absolutely disgusting.
There we are.
Now I wish I could remember some of them.
The paperwork that man created for me. I had to build a chest just for his violations. A big one.
I taught him 20 different ways to cold forge a bolster. Once, he taught me a slightly easier method of wire pulling, and from that day on called me his apprentice.
A true asshole he was. God, I'm gonna miss him.
Hi, y'all made it. Just about to send him off.
I have met many on my travels. You are one of the few I would call friend.
I always thought you were one of the dumbest creatures I'd ever met. Didn't expect you to be the bravest, too.
This world is a darker place for your leaving it.
We're taking him to the Sphaired Sands. It's, in the wetlands near the ferry. We'll wait for you there.
Just gonna head to the portal. Oh. Okay, so apparently the thing that I'm saying is not an ending at all, it's just something you can do, and apparently what it is about is that...
Hey, near the little shop I'm running out in the Alpine Desert, there's something y'all are probably gonna want to see.
Oh, fine.
Hell of a job you did at Ragnarök, General. Wish I could have been there to see you and Sindri take down Thor and Odin.
That is not what happened.
Yeah, maybe not, but it's the story I like best. Important thing is, Odin's paid in full for what he did to Brock. I know it doesn't fix what's broke, but it ain't nothing.
Hello, Linda.
Hey, guys. About your brother. I never got the chance to tell you. I know moments like this you're supposed to say sorry and whatnot, but I always known that pretty man had greatness in him. That he'd do something amazing one day, and I'm just... You know, I'm proud that now the 9 realms know it too.
I thank you.
Anytime, ma'am.
Alright. But what I was saying with Tyr is that apparently you can find the real Tyr, and he will actually appear in every realm if you do certain things, but that doesn't seem to be an ending thing. Wait, hold on. I should just fucking fast. But yeah, you do something and then the real Tyr appears apparently. But that's not an ending, it seems. This is actually an ending that we can get. And that's the reason why I want to get it. Well, that's awkward. We're gonna have to... Oh yeah, because we went out the other side, of course. Well, this is kind of an awkward thing to do, but... Oh, never mind, they're actually gone and ready. Yep, well, then it's not too awkward, but still kind of, you know, having to run through Durlin's fucking house all over again. It's kind of awkward. But at least we'll take the fast way over there, so we can see this Yep. In case there's any critters now. Alright, and then we're gonna untrack this sucker because it's still fucking blinking. Oh, thank God I can actually take it. I was afraid it was gonna be on the other side and I had to take another teleporter. Ugh.
Damn it.
What is wrong?
I should have changed. So in some mourning garb. We're not dressed properly.
We're fine. The dwarves don't typically require formal wear at funerals.
Brock certainly would not.
Perhaps.
Phil, now you've got me thinking of what I might look like with some jewellery around my neck stump. Maybe some gold woven into my beard. That'd be quite fetching, eh?
Thanks for trying.
There they are, brother.
Oh, come on, surely he'll be along. It's his brother.
Let's hope so. Loss can do things to a man. He made it.
Yep.
We can begin.
Let's do it. Yep, there's the hurdy-gurdy. There is Sindri.
Sindri,
Gets bigger the more you take away.
Yeah, that was the riddle. And there we go. Whew. Oh god. Yeah, there we go. That's the proper ending. You know, actually getting to see the credits. I mean, don't get me wrong, the credits like mixed in with the gameplay and all that. It's a cool, nice feature, but this is really like how you traditionally just do it, and it just feels like a conclusion. It just really does. Yeah, now we actually get the text scrolls and the back screen. The proper conclusion.
The world that hardens is a harsher winter.
Man, what a game though, I gotta say. I don't know, this one is weird after playing it right now. I have to reflect more on this. Don't get me wrong, I fucking loved every second of it. Even after doing the stupid berserker things, which I clearly was on a level for. They are whatever, but like for the most part, yeah. The entire game was fantastic, absolutely. It's not too hard to see why this could be a contender for Game of the Year, absolutely. But just, I don't know if I do like it more though than the other game. Like 2018 or 16 or whatever the last one came out, that one was such a good like comeback for the series. And I don't know, I feel like the finale and like the story wrapping around, I feel like I liked more in the other one. I don't know. Like, as good as it is to put an end to Odin and his reign and all that, and as fun as that boss fight was to just like spam it down with all your rage and all that. I know, there's something about the other game to me that just kind of felt more impactful. Like the whole revelation in the end about, yeah, the music is really nice, but like the ending of the first game, the previous one, was really like it felt more beautiful in like how it ended, because like this entire game, the entire game, the previous installment, you were walking around and you were always thinking in a very good way, the way that they like wrote the story and everything. It almost sounded like the Aesir's sent Baldur, Magni and Modi after you, Kratos and Atreus, because you were gods. And especially after Kratos, because, well, you know, he's kind of infamous. He took down the entire fucking Olympian pantheon and everything. So, with the way they wrote that story, it sounded so logical that was the reason why you was always hunted down. And then the whole reunion between like Freya and Baldur and all that is very just sniff-worthy as well, by the whole how his entire feelings was taken away so that he could be given immortality. But then like when you play through that and then you realize that Freya's gonna become a villain and all that, but then you go to Jotunheim and finish the entire story. You actually realize that no, the reason why you always had an angry Aesir after you by the name of Baldur was because your fucking wife, Faye, was a giant. And that revelation not only makes so much sense, but it's such a good and gentle twist that all of a sudden came through, and all of a sudden you just get this feeling of like you always had like a feeling that that was also the case, but more or less nothing was really hinting towards that throughout the entire game. And I feel like that entire experience, like ending wise, was way more impactful than this one. I don't know, I have to reflect more on this one. Like, as cool as fun as it was to fight for one more time and take down Odin and all that, I don't know, I wanted this to have some bits more to it. I don't know, I felt like I wanted just more Thor versus Kratos stuff. I don't know. The whole Odin fight and all that is kind of whatever, because, like, you know, it was ultimately going to be the bad one and all that. But, like, just this rivalry against Thor and all that, knowing that, like, you know, Kratos is the one that took down his sons, and because of how much of a threat he is, I would have thought that Thor would have done more to, like, fight us throughout the thing. Because, like, that's something that Baldur was actively doing throughout nearly the entire thing. He was constantly chasing us. And there's the theme song. But, like, he was always chasing us down because he wanted us, right? He wanted to take us down. Thor, while being way cooler than Baldur, I don't know, it just felt like, well, the opening has to be outstanding to really grasp your feelings and your attention, which it did in a very good way. I mean, the first fucking battle was epic. But then to see that Thor doesn't do that much, and we kind of just get to play with him as Atreus, which was pretty intense, knowing what Thor can absolutely do and all that, but I don't know, I feel like he should have had way more to do. As he is, he's awesome and cool, but I just wanted more of him, right? Odin I couldn't care less about because he's very simplistic. Not to say that Thor isn't, but just, I don't know, I felt like Thor should have had more to do this. I do like the change that Kratos gave to Thor in the end, that you should lay down your arms and you should be better and all that. Kind of sad that he went down like a wimp against the Allfather and all that, but I mean, I understand why. I'm just saying that I feel like they could have been, I don't know, a little bit cooler to think that the mightiest of all the Asia gods, you know, take down or at least attempt to fight the Allfather. But no, he just lays down his arm and all that. Then again, I understand the message. I understand it. I just feel like it could have been cool to see. But besides that, yeah, no, I think this game, gameplay-wise, and the way that they unfold the narrative, and definitely on the spectacle level, I think it far outdoes the other ones. Like, the other one will always have a fond memory. Well, I will have a fond memory of the first one, because, like, the moment you get to see the World Serpent is pretty fucking awesome. Alright, that is one of the highlights of it. Definitely. This one has way more, like, spectacle in it, though. Like, the whole Fenrir situation, Skull and Hati, that entire mechanic is just beautiful. Color-wise and just world-building, definitely this one is superior. It outshines. Where the other ones just had, like, a small teaser of what was to come, this one just fully embraces and says, no, all 9 realms you're going to see. So that's really good. Also, just in gameplay wise, the differences between enemy design, mechanics, and bosses, far better in this game, definitely. Defying Odin is still cool because you know it's fucking Odin. Yeah, it's awesome, don't get me wrong. I'm just thinking that it could have been a little bit more. That's just me. But, like I was saying, the mechanics and differences between everything, it really felt like they cared way more in this game to make the entire journey feel fresh at nearly the entire time. There's sometimes when you're doing the optional stuff where it can feel kind of, you know, tedious and old stuff. Not that it's fun, but just, oh, your memory. Oh, Jason Clarkson. Sorry to you. But, like, in the first game, there were so many reskins and reuses, especially the trolls and the elementals, which, by the way, while a fun fight in of itself, when you have so many reskins and reuses, it becomes stale. You know, there's a reason why you would, like, copy and paste basic enemies, because that's what they serve as a purpose. It's just a small little inconvenience as a lead up to the big bad, or whatever the logical progression is. But boss-wise, it was also like really stale at one point in the other game. Because there were so many dragon fights, they were all like the same, visually different and all that. They could have some minor upgrade, but it's the same thing with Elden Ring. In that case, there's so many similar-esque things that takes away from its own uniqueness, and that really is a detriment to the game as a whole. Because like you want the entire journey to feel unique, and I feel like in this case it felt way more unique. Even though they did use a lot of things that exist in the previous game, i.e. there was, you know, the Valkyrie fight, there have been some reuses as well here and there. There was elementals in the open world stuff, there was even some trolls. The different dragons that exist in this game is also used over and over. Again, fun fights as they are, cool designs visually and everything, but like, again, it just takes away the uniqueness of seeing them for the first time. Like, normal enemies, I couldn't care less if you copy-paste them, because again, they have their purpose and what they're meant to be serving. I couldn't just go around the city and say, like, you know, I want the entire roster of a video game to be exactly like the Urukai from the Lord of the Rings, you know, where each individual soldier is painstakingly unique, where there is like a, you know, like a certain thing with their blade that isn't exactly the same as the rest, or they're missing a shoulder plate or missing a tooth, or like, I don't want that. What I just want is, you know, stuff to be unique that really matters. Like Needhog, for instance. Needhog was unique, very unique. And now his children didn't even have a fucking fight. It was just all go pick them up. But Needhog is unique in many ways, which makes it stand out in this game. Oh yeah, that's his name, Sungwon Chu. Yeah, he was great as Ratatel's kid. Absolutely. Yeah, no, this is the entire cast as well. Just moving to a different topic, but yeah, the entire cast is great, honestly. Troy Baker was the bit as well. That's pretty funny. Yeah, no, the entire experience though as a whole, while not being completely finished, optional wise, there's gonna be a lot of stuff I'm gonna be doing behind the scenes and all that, but this game as it is, very, very well made, very fun, very awesome. It kind of went in the ways that I expected it to do. The plot twist with Tyr, I feel like was really well set up from also the promotional stuff. Because that's something they really did well in the first game as well. Like, you know, just the idea that you get to go into a journey or a game of any kind, or just any medium, but like you get an element of surprise, and you're genuinely like excited to see that. Meanwhile, there's so many other cases where they basically spoil like half the entire storyline in just like 3 minutes, the most essential component. You want to go in and enjoy the entire like journey and be surprised about things. Can you imagine like in the 80s if they had spoiled the twist that Luke and Vader are connected, you know, that Vader is actually his father? That would have been the biggest like ruining moment in cinema history ever, right? But there's a reason why they didn't do it, and it's because that's a secret that must be kept. But too many things nowadays seems to kind of advertise the entire premise is that like they need to showcase all that they have to offer instead of just teasing what they have to offer, which this game did with this promotion. You know, it teased the idea that we're gonna get Ragnarok, that it is inevitable. It teases the fact that we need to find Tyr and he's gonna be the God of War. We heard so much about him in the last game. He was one of the major characters in there, and he was just like thrown away, you know. We didn't ever see him. We just had this adventure exploring all of his temples, all of his mechanics, how he brought all the, or tried to unify all the realms and everything. Like, They did it really well with that twist. And then to think that the entire game, you're kind of building him up eventually, that he will become this warrior, this god of war, this soldier that will lead everyone to God, to Ragnarok. Which would have been awesome to see, but I do like that there actually was a surprise. And I will say that even the performance and the way they wrote Brock in that scene, it almost, I'll admit, a little bit too, you know, convenient had it been the case. Was that the way that Brock acted in that scene, it almost felt like he was the one that was the weird one out. Which again, it is a good thing to do. That he wasn't the red flag, you know. I'm really happy that it wasn't the case, because the way that he acted in that scene would have made him just be way too obvious. So the fact that he acted so irrational and weird compared to how we usually know him, that signals something. The fact that he has a feeling that Tyr isn't normal, he's kind of weird, and then the twist happens, and it's actually generally, like, shocking. Even if it is sad, though, for, well, me, who was really excited to actually get to see Tyr in the way that he has been presented throughout the entire last game. But again, I don't know how this Tyr thing is working on the different realms. I'm definitely gonna go around and do all the things that I can in that case, just to see what it's all about. Music-wise, I don't think I need to explain this game. I mean, you can just hear it. They just got talent. Especially the fact that the entire, like, orchestra that sings the main theme in both this game and in the old one has actually learned and sang words in, I don't know if it was like original like Viking language or if it is in Icelandic, words that actually tells the story of the game. But because you don't, you know, usually, unless you're someone who knows the language, you wouldn't be able to think anything. You'd probably be just writing off as some casual Latin, as it normally is with, you know, many songs. Like in the Souls franchise, they typically have Latin chant throughout their soundtrack. But in this game, and in this case, for the other one, they are in Viking language, essentially, or Icelandic. I cannot recall. That is really fucking cool as well, that they actually are like chanting the story of the game. So like if you're well educated and would know that, then you even have even more of a sense of what's gonna happen or what the story is about. And that's, again, smallest details that you get to notice really shows the level of detail and care that they have for these games. And even just the overall, like, more polish, the polish in this game felt genuine and really felt like they actually care. Like I said in the, I think it was last stream or last stream, in the original God of War, or the predecessors to this one, whenever you had to go down these golden chains, your character would always go down, even though you most of the time probably didn't even want to do that. You wanted to just kick down the chain, but then Atreus would jump on your back and then you would, you know, go down. This game, however, they actually took note, and they probably heard a lot of feedback and said, no, this game, we're actually gonna fix small fundamental things that were kind of annoying in the last game. So we're just gonna make it so you can kick down the chain, but your character doesn't go down and you have to redirect him. That is such a small little thing that they didn't even have to touch because it's a minor thing, but the fact that they bothered to go to that length really shows the dedication that they have for this franchise. And that also makes the game feel more genuine and the entire just journey feel more worth it to me. Like, to just see that people that are involved, all of these, that they actually gave a shit about a game. Because they're so easy to just write it off of, like, you know, other AAA studios, like Activision, for example, with how they just recycle the same game every single year. You know, it's always the same Call of Duty game. And while it looks amazing graphical-wise and all that, graphics aren't the only thing that you should be focusing on, because it's just a thing. If a product looks good, it can still be shit. But a product can also be looking really good and still be great. because it's about the quality of it. And this game has a lot of quality in it. Even, like I said, even if I am really terrible at Berserkers, and even though there were a lot of them that I fought so far that I really do not like, I feel like they are not well designed. I still like what they do, and I can definitely see the appeal if you are someone that are into that kind of experience, right? I can genuinely see that there is something in there for people to like. For me, some Berserkers have been cool, others have been total dog shit, but that's just me and my angle. But as it is though, yeah, no, this has been a really cool journey that I will be continuing off screen, doing all the optional stuff. I will try to achieve my goal of getting this to Platinum, because I love this game and I really want to showcase my dedication to it by getting Platinum. And besides, if you're telling me that I spent the money to get this beautiful hammer and the shrine with all the cool shit that was additional to it, including 2 different versions of this game on PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5, and the digital art book and soundtrack. You tell me that I spent all that money not to fully finish this bitch? Nah, I'm going to bloody do it, alright? Where I was a big coward and a big rage-inducing nightmare when it came to the Valkyries in the previous game, which I attempted at multiple times. That's not me anymore. I'm going to finish this to 100% to really showcase my dedication to it, because I feel like you can play a game and you can really love it, and that's totally fine. You can, like Mario for instance, in Nintendo games, you can play them to the fully. I don't think any of them have remotely any achievements of similar kind, but that's another small thing that I do kinda like, but also kinda is like a sort of thing. Like the way that I see it with games on the Xbox or PlayStation or even Steam games, you know, if they have small little collectibles like trophies or achievements that you can achieve and get, that is also one way to showcase your dedication to it, because if you have 100%, that kinda proves something. And that's coming from me, who also has 100% on a lot of games that I probably shouldn't have, like Goat Simulator, which I do actually have Platinum in. And I wouldn't say that that game is amazing or anything, but that one was kind of just like, you know, because it was silly, you know, it was easy trophies, might as well get it. But like, there's a reason for the entire Souls franchise. Everything from Demon Souls to Dark Souls 1 to 3, Bloodborne, Elden Ring, and this game. There is a reason why these games, they mean a lot to me. They actually make me want to play video games. They want me to actually have a good journey with them and enjoy them. And the most I can give to it without words, because, well, a game can't fucking speak, is just to give it all that I have. My time, dedication to fully 100% it, and go and do everything that I can, cover every nooks and cranny until there's nothing left, so that I can put a conclusion and just showcase my love to it. I mean, with Dark Souls 2, I did 100% on it, and I went through it multiple times and got everything in it, including 2 rings that you can only achieve when you do it flawlessly, without ever dying to anything in the entire game, and without ever resting in a single bonfire. I got those 2 rings. They're not even part of the entire trophy collection. You don't even need those things. But I did get them because I cared. I love that game, and that's the level of love that I have for that game, that I'm willing to go that far to get 2 of the hardest items to achieve and get. And I got them both in the same journey, so if that doesn't showcase my dedication to Dark Souls 2 in that case, then I don't know what does. But with this game, I'm definitely gonna do as many things as I can. I'm gonna go take down Gnaw, no matter how difficult and how many attempts it's gonna take. I'm gonna take down the king of the Berserkers. I'm going to try and find everything, do all the remnants, and all the. I'm going to 100% this game. That is definitely what I'm going to do. Because this is a really good game, good contender for Game of the Year. Sadly, it is only exclusive for PlayStation users, which is still pretty stupid. They should have taken maybe a little bit longer and made a PC port, because honestly, God, the entire premise of like the entire premise of just exclusivity is just so nonsensical. Like, I understand and can get behind some of the reasons for it, but I still think it's very stupid. Like, what's the deal with limiting the amount of people and exposure that you could have? You're not getting too much of a problem. I mean, granted, this game has sold a bunch of units. I think it sold like 17 million units, which is like the biggest opening of them all. But can you imagine had they launched it with a PC port at the get-go, as well as the console release? That would have been even bigger. And they did give us God of War on PC. So there's only a matter of time before this thing comes out on PC as well. I would have really liked to see it be on PC the moment it was launched. I remember. Ice-T. David Simpson, that's funny. Oh yeah, god damn it, I actually forgot to... I thought it was a Christopher Burgers, right? Damn it, I missed out on looking at my favorite boy's name. What the fuck was it? It was like Shad Cox, I think? There's a guy called in this game. It was like the music sound? Something like that. But like, I really want to say the name again, because if that isn't a name, alright? Shad Cox? I mean, look, there's Shad Williams and Shad Zoza. I'm probably horribly mispronouncing it, but, you know, Shad Cox? That is a name, alright? That is one hell of a name. But yeah, man, what a great game. And that ending was very spicy. It really was. Very touching. To see how far both father and son has come. Definitely. I will admit though that I was kind of spoiled with it. Alright, YouTube is not doing the greatest thing at hiding away spoilers in your recommended or in your subscriber section. So I blame you, YouTube, for not doing that. I get it, it's just videos and all that, and I shouldn't read into it, but you kind of put it also in the front page at random times when I didn't want to see it. So the ending I kind of was a little bit spoiled with, and had I seen it without knowing anything, I probably would have shed a tear. Definitely. But the amount of like spoilers that has been in the YouTube recommended, it always kind of ruins, you know, the feeling that you want to have to know nothing and then to see what they're doing with the product, and then you just have this one video that's like, you know, it's this random shot that doesn't that just looks innocent, and then you think like, okay, maybe I can allow it to stay here because it could be something that I recognize, and it's just a different time of day. If it was in what is it, in Vanaheim or anything like that, you know. But then like you read just a little bit into like the title, and they don't like want to sugarcoat or hide or put massive like spoiler tag or anything, most of them. So they just put out exactly what the video is. Also, James Oliver, that's dangerously close to Jamie Oliver. Just want to say that for some reason. But like, they just don't hide away like the spoilers, so you just put it up front if you read the text, and the first sentence, or like the first few words, have already spoiled you, and it just ruins. It just ruins it. I'm glad though that at least with Elden Ring, I wasn't spoiled about anything really. So in that case, that game feels very strong. As well as this game, but I feel like this game would have been stronger for me had I not been spoiled by YouTube and all that. But overall though, I think this game is definitely really good. I don't know if I can rate it currently higher than the previous one, because they're both so different, but also the same in many ways. Like, this one really wants to establish it being superior, and it fixes so many small stuff, and it expands the roster and everything, and you get to do more and all that. It's like, it is a good sequel, it is. But where the quality is so strong, I feel like the story in some ways could have been even grander and bigger. Meanwhile, the other one, which was just a fresh return to the series, it did something so unexpected. It was so unexpected. And I feel like the moments you had in that game is way more memorable than this one sadly is. The opening scene, I feel like, will be the one thing that I always remember with 4. I mean, I feel like fully recite this entire dialogue throughout the entire scene. It was damn much of an impact. But the rest, I don't know, while fun and very cool and awesome all that, I don't think I will remember it as fondly as the other one though. I remember definitely a lot of things about this game, but I feel still that the other one has more lasting impression than this one, sadly. So it is a really big mixed bag. I will say that they are on an equilibrium. Both do things really, really well. One definitely tries to be more, but it kinda also leans back a little bit to what I would have expected. Like, I didn't expect it to be full-blown, like, pure Ragnarok as it is depicted in the Norse mythology and all that. But I don't know, what they set up and everything, I feel like it could have been way bigger and grander. I feel like. And of course, more 4. I'm sorry, but I fucking, you know, the moment I got to hear that you're gonna tackle on 4, and like the trailer showcases just a small hint of the opening fight, that was so sick. And while again, the final showdown is again really awesome to finally go toe to toe with him, I really would have wished that there was more confrontations with him. That he actually felt more like a active threat, other than like, you punched me once, that means you paid your blood right now, see ya, basically. I mean, he even stated that I'll be seen. That's what I wanted. I wanted him to come back and just keep fighting. So, yeah, while I do really like 4, I would have wished there was more and all that. Now, as it approaches currently in this, when this stream is, or VOD, when it's originally produced, question is though, what is more Game of the Year material when it comes to God of War RAGNARÖK and Elden Ring? There is a lot of other games that has been, you know, having its contender. They are contenders. But I feel like the 2 games that stick out the most will be God of War and also Elden Ring. And while they are nowhere near the same game whatsoever, I feel like there will be an unfair judgment towards deciding which game will be better and more Game of the Year. Oh, nice. We're actually here still. Right. I'm gonna pause there. I feel like there will be an unfair judgment for which is going to be Game of the Year, right? Because you got to think about it this way. God of War may be a stronger narrative game. It's very story focused, and there's a lot of big things to do. There's a lot of things to do. It's a big game and all that. And could potentially even be bigger and grander than Elden Ring in many ways. But there's so few people out there that has actually had the allowance to play it, right? Because they liked to say that they wanted it to just be a PlayStation exclusive. Meaning Elden Ring in that case would have more of an advantage, I think, because way more people have played it to this point than this game. Way more people have gotten exposed to it on PC, on previous gen consoles, and just nearly every console imaginable, except for obviously Nintendo. So I feel like Elden Ring is going to get more votes solely because of that. There's more players that I think really love that game more because also there's so many more that played it. So I think in that way it gets an unfair, advancement or advance over God of War RAGNARÖK. That being said, though, and this is tricky, it really is. But I feel like, for me at least, also I don't know why the chat is still broken. This bar, I swear that I fixed it, but I guess I didn't. But to me, I still, sadly, but also gladly, and it's very hard, but I still think that Elden Ring is personally my definitive game of the year in so many ways. While this one has such more story-driven, just story and gameplay overall, that just feels way more like I'm very invested in the journey because I care about Kratos and I care about Atreus and Freya and all these characters. And this one definitely was very hyped and all that. And, 4 against Kratos, how could you go wrong and all that? But at the end of the day, this is a video game where you play a character that it's not your own. So the story is kind of already written on exactly what's gonna happen. Well, you don't know, but when you played it, you will know exactly everything that your journey was meant to be had and everything. Because this is a single player game, so everything is already dictated and all that. You gotta give me a second here. I'll just be switching onto this. Hold on a second. Sorry about that. Just a small thing. Nothing really important. So while this game is fantastic in many ways and very polished and has so very little issues other than some stuff that I personally I think Elden Ring is way more meaningful to me because it's a journey that I made myself. Nothing in the game really told me exactly where I needed to go at every time. It's an open world game, which this one kinda is, because there's a lot. It's like Destiny, it's that kind of open world. You just go to mini worlds and then you do shit here and there. But with Elden Ring, I feel like it's better because it's your own journey, it's your own character, it's yourself. You embark on this journey. This is a journey that you take yourself, and the investment you have in the story is something that you have to be generally interested in, right? If you want to know the story, you have to actively do some things in the game in order to achieve those. Now granted, same thing can be said about this game, but also in this game you're also kind of being spoon-fed by sheer amount of dialogue, right? There's not really too many cryptic things. Or not cryptic, cryptic. Two similar words. Goddamn brain. But this game you get spoon-fed with all this story and dialogue, which is very nice, it's very rich, it's very meaningful and all that, but Elden Ring is so different with how it is your journey. It's you making your journey the way that it is. And the fact that there's so much replayability, and the fact that like every single New Game Plus, or even new game for that matter, can be totally different. The variety. The fact that you aren't restricted down to just a small little margin. The fact that you can achieve everything if you just put in the effort to it. Again, same thing can be said about this game, but it really is a story that has already been written in such a way that you must go down that path, alright? There's nothing in the game that lets you have the choice to say, oh, I didn't want to let Atreus crush the mask or whatever, I wanted him to speak with a source of truth or whatever, right? There was no option for that, because that's not what the story that these people want to tell, right? So, in that way, it is a good story, but it doesn't give you that option. It's just a story that unravels itself like a movie, right? for me, I like games that just really has role-playing value in many ways. That there is an active choice that you can do, and it feels like I'm the one who made this, and I get to feel and see my actions and the consequences that goes along with those. Now granted, again, a lot of consequences for Atreus. We saw what he needed to do and what he did do throughout this entire journey, trying to fix everything while trying not to achieve his end goal, and there's so many prophecies of him actually turning against Kratos and all that. But I don't know, like, I think there's way more aspects overall though for Elden Ring being bigger and stronger. And I'll admit, even though I do understand why so many people are very disappointed by it in many ways, that this didn't feel like the grand, you know, the biggest conclusion to Souls games as a whole, like this was flat out a disappointment. I understand that there are people out there that have it, and I can even understand many of their complaints or, you know, points, but I still think that that game just feels so much stronger. It really does. And also, I feel like, I gotta say it again, as a personal feeling, I feel like the combat works way better in Elden Ring, even if it is criminally difficult at times, right? Even if you're going against Malane and all that, I still had way more of a fun time fighting nearly everything in Elden Ring compared to this game, sadly. But that's just because I feel like God of War, the previous one, this one, has so many inconsistent timing windows, especially when it comes to parry, dodging, and just the telegraph. Just the telegraph of some of the movesets. Like, the game clearly tells you, if you see blue, you need to slam down and double tap L1. So I do that, but I still end up getting hurt. Meaning that the time window is so short that I don't have the reaction time to react that fast. And that's just a play for me, because how slow I am, right? Then you have the fact that, especially, and this was very present when I was trying to do the Valkyrie fights in the last game, I cannot fathom and tell you how many times, I swear to God, I nailed down the timing as the game requested, and I was still grabbed attacked by the Valkyries as they just laughed in my face, basically flipping me off and saying, oh, look what you tried to do, yeah, it doesn't work, fuck you, basically. That's what it feels like, right? And that's why I think Elden Ring is way stronger, because there was never a time, except for very few cases, with some bosses that I'm just not capable of fighting. I'll be Electo, the Black Ring Knife Leader, or the Ulcerate Tree Spirits, or even the Gargoyles and anything. Like, those boss fights you can move out of the way because they're not meant for me. I clearly am not someone who's meant to fight those things. They suck, they're my kryptonite. And the rest of the cast of so many enemies, so many bosses nonetheless. Also, not the Royal Reverend. That one can piss right the fuck off. But everything else, I always felt like they were doing a good amount of damage. They were also really challenging, but also the combat felt so fluent. I had so much directional control. I always had a feeling that I could pull off and do everything that I needed for that situation without it being too quick, to the point that I have no time to react whatsoever, and that I don't have to be bounded by these specialized things, right? Because like a Souls game as a whole, it always allows you to, you can either attack and counterattack the thing coming towards you, you can just simply block it, you can use magic, or you can just simply parry or just dodge away. You know, the amount of option that you have there, and how better it feels, that the fact that you're being rewarded regardless of the method you're trying to do, that's what I really like about games and game design as a whole. The active thing of rewarding the player for just playing their way and not actively just hurt them just purely because that, for a different way. Which is something I feel like God of War sadly do in many ways. I clearly have the biggest, strongest shield, maximized upgrade, and I can still, like, fucking block things and I still take damage. or I need to do the slam attack, but the timing is so short and I don't have time, or I'm in the middle of a bloody stun, or even just that, the fact that you can't dodge away from a stun. You could be mashing your button, but just because it's this game, sometimes it just feels like, oh, you got hit once, well, you gotta hit twice, right? You don't have a save back. Not only is it a red attack, so you can't block it, but you're gonna be stun locked, and then you're just gonna be on the ground. So in that case, I really feel like, despite like it being like on second to easiest difficulty, I still feel like had I played this on any higher, I would have had less of a fun time. Except for the main story. The main story is basically written to be kind of just like whatever sort of thing, because in the end you're meant to win, and the main story things haven't really been always too challenging or whatnot. It's always the optional stuff. They are the ones that bring the challenge. But yeah, no, I feel like for me, Elden Ring will be at least my game of the year. There's some aspects that I will say that I like in this game better for what it does than Elden Ring. I can't think of an example right now, for instance. Well, I mean, no, that's nothing. But again, because they're very different. It's a really bad comparison, right? But I do like that in this game, what we had as a promise and what was shown to us is something we actually do get to do. AKA, we did get to go to all the 9 realms. We even get to go to the top of Yggdrasil, where Sindri's house is, and all that. That was something that we were told, and we actually got to do that. Meanwhile, in Elden Ring's case, they always showcase how cool it would be to ride a torrent, you know? And you always had this in your mind, like, oh man, but wouldn't that be cool to do it in multiplayer? And then they said, screw multiplayer. They just put a big fat X on that. So you can do multiplayer, but you can't do jousting or ride your torrent in multiplayer whatsoever. So, while that is not really a false kind of promise, because they didn't say anything that you would be able to and whatnot, it is also really important that you showcase what you want the player base to know. You know? Like, yes, there should be surprises, but that is not a surprise in that case. That's just... I don't know, that's just the thing that you would expect them to just allow you to do. Because with so many other titles in that franchise, knowing that this is meant to be like the biggest in all of them, and then for them to say that, oh yeah, that feature that you can do every other time in the game, yeah, it doesn't work when you're multiplayer. Fuck you, basically. Like, no, give us the allowance to do whatever we wanted all the time. Don't just break your rules for the sake of saying, oh, but it's different now because. It's these inconsistent things that also ruins the experience in many ways. Which also is the case in God of War. The inconsistent timing of saying, oh, you gotta block or parry this thing, and then you do it, and it's like, oh, but you're still taking damage. Or the whole slamming down to prevent the blue attack. Well, you had like half a second to react. Oh, fuck you, basically. And all the things like that. Just, it's small things. It's nothing major. I still love this game, but I also feel like you can also showcase your love for a game or a product if you can also see the issues and flaws that they have, and to shine a bit of light on them. Because no product or game is really that perfect to begin with, and only embracing and showcasing the level of critique that you're willing to take, I feel like also says something about your passion for those games and movies, or whatever you're trying to criticize. Sure, you can say that it's the worst thing ever, whatever, and shit all over it in that way, but I mean, if you truly love something, and you're willing to go the extra mile to really showcase and critique the small little fundamentals that shine, like that shines to you, and prevents it from being this perfect masterpiece that otherwise it could have been, I feel like that's a good thing. That's a very healthy thing. Despite how many times I've played like Lego Star Wars, for instance, there is a lot of things that is wrong with that game, and I can definitely see that in hindsight. Heck, even my favorite video game of all time, Rayman 3, has a bunch of Viking issues, and I still think that that is a masterpiece for me. But the whole dedication of my love and passion for those games and this one is to just say the things that I just don't like, and just hope that eventually those things may be polished or fixed or trimmed to such a degree that, well, the so-called masterpiece that I always wanted is there. This game is very close to it in many ways, but it is not a masterpiece. Neither is Elden Ring, or any Souls game really, except for Bloodborne. Okay, that one is the closest to a masterpiece. I'll be honest. Oh boy, but yeah, no, that is gonna do it for me. Bit of a shorter stream than the other ones, definitely. But I didn't think it was gonna be that long either. I mean, it was kind of set up in the last one that like, well, when you're ready, blow Gjallarhorn and let's go to war. So yeah, but with that being said, and I don't like doing the whole number ratings and all that. It's kind of It's better to just say if you like something or you hate something or dislike something. But if I gotta give a number score to this game, for now at least, I think it is a solid 8.5 out of 10 to like a 9 out of 10. Again, I need to do all the optional stuff so I can get my actual verdict fully set, and I need to think back to the journey as a whole. But like the issues that this game have should not be just disqualified. They should not be hidden away. They should be talked about. But it is a very strong title, and I think that this game should be played by a lot of people. Sadly, PC, gotta have to wait a little bit before you get your hands on this, but hopefully it will be soon enough. But yeah, no, think that that's where we're gonna end the God of War journey. Yeah, this game has absolutely been a very fun ride. So next time, whenever next time will be, could be tomorrow, depending on how it looks. For me, it wouldn't be any problem personally. But if Reaper is available, I wouldn't mind us continuing his little side tour and do the remainder of Demon Souls. And I will have a good rest, and I will hopefully make something nice to eat. But I'll be spending some time off screen and just doing optional stuff here. I'll probably be sitting here for a little while. But yeah, next stream from this one should be Demon Souls, so we can continue with Reaper's little pain, considering that he has died a bunch of times to Flame Lurker, and he did not have a good time last time because of the lag situation. So maybe that will be the next stream, whenever that is, hopefully tomorrow. But yeah, to everyone that has watched, that hopefully is more than just Iron and Ace and maybe Taza and Reaper when and if he ever looks at these. Have enjoyed these VODs. I'm not, of course, the greatest commentator, but I just kind of get, sucked into the game. That's just me. I just kind of get sucked into the game, and I just become this mindless, talking thing. I just start to say the most, generic and repetitive stuff, but because I'm just enjoying the game, I just don't know what to say. Words, they can only do so much. Silence can describe situations a bit more, so that's why I didn't try to talk so much, other than loot, because it's a bunch of loot, and you always gotta have loot. But yes, no, I thank everyone again for watching this. Hope everyone has a good time, and if you ever get the chance to play this game, I hope you do. It's really fun, and I think you will absolutely enjoy it, same as I have. We'll see if this goes down as Game of the Year for this year. We'll definitely see that. But yeah, no, thank you again for watching, and I'll see you in the next stream. Peace.